All right. Civics flashcards for the naturalization test, U.S. citizen test for 2018 through 2021. Let's get going. There's a lot of these. So basically what this thing's saying is when you take the test, there's 100 questions. The USCIS officer is going to pull 10 random ones, and that's what they do apparently. I didn't realize that. I'm going to try to do this the best I can in case you're actually wanting to read this stuff. You might have to do some pausing. I'm not going to read this out loud because I just don't feel like doing it. You should be able to pause as we go here. All right. Here we go. See if I can pass the test. I'm an American citizen. I live in the central United States. All right. Supreme law of the land. We're going to go with Constitution. Let's see. How can I flip these? Do we go this way? No. Got to spin them 180. The Constitution. Oh, man, that light. Sorry. Let me get this set up here real quick here. We're going to go face down. What does the Constitution do? It guarantees the rights of the citizens. Sets up the government, defines the government, protects the basic rights of Americans. Yeah, we're going to go with I got that one right. The idea of self-government is in the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people, I believe. We the people. What is an amendment? I believe it's a change to the Constitution. Change the Constitution in addition to the Constitution. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. What is one right or freedom in the First Amendment? Let's go with freedom of speech. Speech, religion, assembly, press, petition the government. How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27? 27! Oh, kids! What did the Declaration of Independence do? The Declaration of Independence declared our independence from Britain, I believe. Announced our independence from Great Britain. Declared independence from Great Britain. Said the United States is free from Britain. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? Two rights in the Declaration of Independence. The pursuit of happiness, and the freedom of religion, or the pursuit of which religion you want to go with? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Maybe that one is, that's what it is. Let's see. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. There we go. What is freedom of religion? The right or the ability to practice the religion you want to, or not to practice the religion you don't want to. You can practice any religion and not practice. There you go. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalism with free trade capitalism? Capitalism, market economy. All right. What is rule of law? That'd be like the notion that we live by laws. There's laws and rules. Everyone must follow the law. Leader obey the law. Government must obey the law. Yeah, no one's above the law. That'd be nice. Name one branch or part of the government. Well, there's the executive, judicial, and legislative. Congress, legislative, president, executive, judicial, courts. So yeah, that's the same. That's the same. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances, or the other two branches. Checks and balances, separation of powers. Who is in charge of the executive branch? That would be the President of the United States. Yes. Who makes the federal laws? That would be the legislation. Congress, House, and Senate. U.S. or national legislatures. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The House of Representatives and the Senate. House of Representatives and the Senate. How many senators are there? Senators, I think there's 2 for each state, so that's 100. 100. How many U.S. Senate, or we elect U.S. senators for how many years? Senators? Go 6? 6! Yeah. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Well, that's going to vary state by state, so you're just going to have to know that for your own. For me, I think Joni Ernst is mine, but whatever. It doesn't matter. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? Oh my God, there's a bunch. Like less than 400, like 300 and some odd number. Let's go with 337, 435, whatever. That's a weird number. I'm not sure I'm supposed to remember that. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? Is that like 2? 2. Name your U.S. representative. I mean, that varies. So my other one's Grassley, I think. I remember it for Senate. So I mean, obviously you're gonna have to know that by your own state. Who does a U.S. senator represent? Well, the senators represent the states and the people of the state, I guess is how you describe it. All the people of the state. And your congressman is like part of your state, I guess. Whatever. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Well, your representatives are based on your population of the state because it states population. Okay. We elect president for how many years? It's a 4-year term. Sometimes you get 2 terms. 4 years. In what month do we vote for president? That's November. Yes. What is the name of the president of the United States now? Well, currently Joe Bob Jr. Biden is our president, and formerly it was Trump. Let's see what they say. Trump. Yeah, this was printed before the election, apparently. What was the name of the vice president of the United States now? So currently it's Kamala Harris, and before it was Mike Pence. Yeah, Mike Pence. That's former, obviously now. If the president, can no longer serve, who becomes president? The vice president does. The vice president. Ooh, that's after the Kennedy assassination, that photo. If both president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? I believe the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House. Who is the commander of chiefs of the military? That's the president of the United States. It's the president. Who signs bills to become law? The president signs the bills. The president. Who vetoes bills? The president does. The president. What does the president's cabinet do? The cabinet members advise the president. They advise the president. What are two cabinet level positions? Oh, there's a bunch. We'll go with Secretary of State and there's Secretary of Agriculture, there's Housing and Urban Development, there's Education, there's several more. I can't think of them all. Let's see what it says. Agriculture, Commerce, Defense, Education, Energy, Health and Human Services, Homeland Security, Housing and Urban Development, Secretary of Interior, Labor, State, Transportation, Treasury, Veterans Affairs, Attorney General, and the Vice President. Wow, that's a bunch to choose from. What does the judicial branch do? The judicial branch? I guess that's where you go when you have enforce the law? No, the judicial branch, that's the courts. That's where you go when you've committed a crime, or that's where you go when you think you've been wronged and they've convicted you and you want to what is the judicial branch? It gives an opportunity to check the other 2 branches. I'm not sure how they're going to answer that. Reviews, explains, resolves disputes, decides if the law is constitution. Yeah, that's fair enough. What is the highest court in all the United States? Well, that's the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? Ooh. We'll go with 9? 9! Yes. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States? I believe it's John Roberts. John Roberts is. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? One power of the government is to wage war. We're going to go with that. Print money, declare war. Okay, declare, not wage. Create an army and make treaties. Unfortunately, it seems like they do more than that these days. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the state. What is one power of the state? The state, what are their powers? I think they're supposed to educate people. Public education, I believe, is one of them. Let's see what it says. Provide schooling and education, provide protection, provide safety, give a driver's license, and approve zoning and land use. All right. Who is the governor of your state now? Well, it's going to vary state by state. Mine, I believe, is Kim Reynolds, I believe. You might have said that wrong. That'd be embarrassing. What's the capital of my state? I live in Iowa. That's Des Moines. You should know your own state capital, whatever you live in. What are two major political parties in the United States? Unfortunately, it's the Democrats and Republicans. Yeah. What political party is the president now? Well, Trump was a Republican and Biden is a Democrat. They're going with Republican because this was printed during Trump's administration. Name the Speaker of the House of Representatives now. Well, currently it's Nancy Pelosi, but it's changed. It used to be Paul Ryan. Yep, Paul Ryan. What are two amendments to the Constitution about who can vote? Describe one of them. Or sorry, there are four. Well, I mean, at one point they said people of any, well, I guess technically it was men of any race could vote, and then they decided to let women vote, and then there was like no poll tax, and maybe another one. Let's see what it says. Oh, 18. So 18 to vote. You don't have to pay a poll tax. Any citizen and women and men and male of any race citizen can vote. All right. What is one responsibility there? Geez, I can't read very well. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? To vote in federal elections, I think, is a responsibility you're supposed to have as a citizen. Let's see what it says. Serve on a jury, vote in a federal election. All right, so the jury it should be a responsibility. Name one right only for United States citizens. One right. I'm gonna go with the right to vote in a federal election. Vote in federal elections and run for federal offices. They're the only rights. And one right only for citizens. And you have two of them, apparently. That's interesting. What are two rights that everyone living, what are two rights of everyone living in the United States? You have the right, you have the right to assemble. You have the right to petition the government. You have the right to have the religion you want. You have the right to bear arms. You have the right to speak your mind. Let's see what it says. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to petition the government, freedom of religion, and the right to bear arms. All right. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? Well, you pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. So you're pledging allegiance to the United States of America. United States and the flag. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? I guess to abide by the rules and try to be a good citizen, I guess. Defend the Constitution, obey the laws of the United States, serve in the military if needed, serve the nation if needed, and be loyal to the United States. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18, I believe. 18 and older. There are two ways that Americans can participate, or what are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? They can vote and they can run for office. You can support or oppose an issue or policy, call a senator, give an elected official your opinion, join a community group, join a party, vote, run for office, write to a newspaper, join a civics group, or help with a campaign. When is the last day you can send in your federal income tax forms? April 15th, I believe. April 15th. When must all men register for selective service? I believe when you're 18, you're supposed to. At age 18, between 18 and 26. What is one reason the colonists came to America? To avoid being persecuted, to practice the religions they want, and that's probably, his name's one. I did a couple. Freedom, political liberty, religious freedom, economic opportunity, practice their religion, and escape persecution. Who lived in America before the Europeans? The indigenous people, the Native Americans. I'm not sure exactly how they, we'll go with that. Native Indians, Native Americans. Okay. That's kind of weird, Indians, because I'm not sure if that's exactly how they go by anymore, but whatever. Indigenous people is what I'd call them personally, but what people of the what people? Jeez, my brain. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? We're going to go with Africans on that one. Yep, people from Africa. Why did the colonists fight the British? I believe there was some taxation without representation, and they were forced to house and feed the soldiers. They kind of just were fed up with it all, I think. Let's say. High taxes without representation. The British Army stayed in their houses, boarding, quartering, because they didn't have self-government. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? I mean, I don't know if just one person did that, but if they're gonna leave it up to one person, I'd say Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? So the Declaration was adopted July 4th of 1776, I think. July 4th of 1776. There were 13 original states. Name 3 of them. I mean, Virginia, Maryland, New York, I already said Virginia. Like, was New Jersey one of them? I only need to name 3. The Carolinas, maybe? North and South Carolina? Let's see what it says. Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? I think they wrote the Constitution, maybe? Talked about it? The Constitution was written, and the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution. That's kind of a trick question, but not really. When was the Constitution written? So the Constitution came after the Declaration of Independence. So, man, I don't think I actually know. I mean, 1776, add a couple years for the war. 1783? I don't know. 1787. All right, I got that wrong. Let's see, how can we remember that? 1776, 1787. That's going to be a hard one to remember. Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. Of the Federalist Papers? Oh, man. Go with Hamilton, maybe? Yeah. Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, John Jay, and Publius. I think that's anonymous, but I think that was written by... I thought Hamilton was who they thought wrote that. It doesn't matter. That's a tough one. What was one thing Benjamin Franklin was famous for? Oh, man, he did a lot of stuff. He invented bifocals. He flew the kite for electricity. But since this is a national or a citizen test, it's probably wanting to know something about that. So he helped write the he was involved in the Constitution. He was a diplomat. You know, he traveled on behalf of the United States to speak for them. Or I guess, I don't know if he wrote the Constitution, but he was there at the convention. Let's see what it says. U.S. diplomat, oldest member of the Constitutional Convention, first Postmaster General of the United States, writer of Poor Richard's Almanac, and started the first free libraries. That's pretty good. Who was the father of our country? The father? Probably George Washington, I would assume. George Washington. First president? George Washington once again. Yes. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? I believe that would be Louisiana in the Louisiana Purchase, who I believe Thomas Jefferson was the president during. Yep, Louisiana Territory. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. Well, that's easy. The War of 1812. 1812, Mexican-American, Civil, and the Spanish-American War. Name... Sorry. Had to check something real quick. Name the U.S. war between the North and South. It's going to be the Civil War. The war between the states. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. I believe there were some skirmishes between the states, and obviously slavery would probably be the answer they're looking for. And then let's go ahead and check. It said name one. Slavery, economic reasons, states' rights. Yes. Name one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did. Well, he brought the states back together, and he abolished slavery. So let's go ahead and see what they said. Freed the slaves with the Emancipation Proclamation, saved or preserved the Union, and led the United States during the Civil War. All right. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? I believe it ended slavery. Freed the slaves from the Confederacy, freed the slaves from the Confederate States, freed the slaves from most southern states. So I guess don't say ended slavery, say freed them. Freed the slaves. What did Susan B. Anthony do? Susan B. Anthony. My brain says sewed the flag, but I think that was Betsy Ross. Susan B. Anthony, I think, had something to do with women's rights or women's right to vote or women's suffrage, I think. Fought for civil rights, fought for women's rights. Pretty close to what I said. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Well, 1900s goes all the way to 2000, so you're going to have like World War I and II, like probably Korea's in there. I mean, maybe the first Gulf War. Was Vietnam a war? I think that was a police action. What does it say? Korea, World War I and II, Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf War. There we go. Who was president during World War I? World War I. That's a little bit before my time. World War I. I'm going to go with Woodrow Wilson. Oh, yeah. Woodrow Wilson. Who was the president during the Great Depression and the World War II? That's going to be Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt. Who did the United States fight during World War II? Well, we fought the Germans and we fought the Japanese mainly. Some of the other countries kind of partied up with them, so I don't know if that counts. I mean, Italy, maybe Austria. Like, I don't know if that counts, like how that works. Let's see what they say. Germany, Japan, Japan, Germany, and Italy. I'm kind of sleepy right now. I need to drink my drink real quick. All right. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? Well, he was a general during World War II. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? The main concern? That's a tough one. Well, the Cold War was between the United States and Russia was communist, and the United States was not communist, and it was a nuclear standoff, if you will. So, I don't know. Communism is the answer. Okay. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? That's the Civil Rights Movement, I believe. The Civil Rights Movement. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? I believe he fought for civil rights. Worked for equality for all Americans. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001? Terrorists flew airplanes into buildings. Terrorists attacked the United States. Okay. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. American Indian. Well, I think they're indigenous people, but we're going to go with, we got Sioux, Winnebago, Cherokee. We've got, what do we got? I mean, there's Inuit up in Alaska. There's Crow, Blackfoot, maybe. There's a bunch. You only got to name one. Oh my goodness, look at all these. Cherokee, Navajo, Sioux, Chippewa, Choctaw, Pueblo, Apache, Iroquois, Creek, Blackfeet, Seminole, Cheyenne, Arawak, Shawnee, Mohegan, Huron, Oneida, Lakota, Crow, Teton, Hopi, and Inuit. Wow. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. I'm going to go with the Mississippi and the Missouri, and the Mississippi is longer. Mississippi and Missouri. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? West coast is Pacific. East coast is Atlantic. So yeah, Pacific. What ocean is on the... Oops, I didn't flip it over right. What ocean is on the East Coast? Well, it's obviously the Atlantic, because the other one is Pacific. Yep. Name one U.S. territory. We got Guam. We've got... Oh, man. Virgin Islands? Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, and Guam. Okay. Name one state that borders Canada. Ooh, man. You got Washington, Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota. Probably all that garbage along the Great Lakes. I guess technically borders Canada because the Great Lakes are part of Canada, but you only have to name one. Maine. Oh, yeah. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana. North Dakota, Idaho, Washington, Alaska. Ooh, Alaska, I didn't think of that. Name one state that borders Mexico. Well, Texas, there's the answer. You got New Mexico, that probably touches there. California, I think, touches. Arizona. California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. How about that? What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C., I believe. Washington, D.C. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Well, that's out east. Is it on Ellis Island? Or is it on Liberty Island? Ooh. Liberty. I'm going to go with Liberty Island. Let's see what it says. Liberty Island in the harbor of New York. Also accepted are New Jersey, near New York City, and the Hudson River. All right. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? For the 13 original colonies. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there's one star for each state, 50 states. Yep. What is the name of the national anthem? The national anthem. We'll go with Star Spangled Banner. Star Spangled Banner. All right. When do we celebrate Independence Day? July 4th, I believe. July 4th. Name 2 U.S. national holidays. Oh, wow. I'm going to go with like New Year's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July. Yeah, there's probably more. Whoa. New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day. Oh, wow. That's 100. So, yeah, that's it. Good luck. I think I might have passed. I missed a few. Best of luck to you.